What does a social media manager actually do? Hi, my name is Adam. I've worked with over 355 clients in my 7-figure marketing agency, and approximately 100 of those 355 were clients that paid for social media management. Here's a screenshot of the client list just so you can see the number of clients that we had. Recently, I've had the opportunity to work with dozens of beginners, helping them get to over 10K per month in their business, offering services such as content creation and social media management to their clients. So in this video, I want to give you the step-by-step plan that you should follow if you want to start a social media management business and make up to 10K per month. I'll show you how to get clients and how to get good results for those clients so they keep paying you. The checklist I'm going to give you is what was responsible for gaining over 80,000 followers in just a 3-month period for one of our clients. This checklist works for freelancers and for agency owners. If you're a freelancer, you sign clients, you do all the work yourself, you keep all the profit. If you're an agency owner, you hire other people to do some of the work, you focus on marketing and sales, and you keep roughly 70% of the profit. So the golden question before we look at how you actually get results is, how do you get clients? Now look, this video is not going to be an in-depth, here are all the methods in the world to get clients. I have tons of other videos just like that. But if we pull up this screenshot again, I want to focus on one key thing. You see the column that says source? Notice how all of them say IG, apart from 1 or 2 which were referral clients. If we take, for example, client number 1 on the list, which is actually client number 339, you'll see the source was IG, VFI, 80K case study, Maya. This means my appointment setter Maya was responsible for signing this client. She did it via Instagram on one of our pages, which is a theme page. The initials of that are VFI, and she used our 80,000 follower in 3-month case study to hook the client in. If you want more details on that, check out the other videos I have. Now, back to the good stuff. Here's the checklist you need to follow, and here's what you actually need to do. Quick side note, the price that you charge your client should reflect the checklist. The checklist I'm going to give you is what I used for clients that were paying $1,200 per month, not a $300 per month client. If the client is paying you $300 per month, you're probably not going to do as much. For example, you would post less content, engage with their followers less, post stories only a couple times a week. You would just dumb down, right? Condense the amount of work down to a smaller block. The checklist I'm going to show you, I used to personally follow myself for clients before we had lots of team members, and it would take me roughly 30 minutes a day to follow this checklist. So that means it was taking 30 minutes a day to serve one client. My agency did scale very fast. We went from 0 to 10K a month in 45 days. So after the 10K per month mark, we scaled up to 50K per month, and to facilitate that, we had to hire client managers, social media managers, caption writers, and other people to do what I'm going to show you now. Alright, step number 1 is to identify the platform that you will use. For my clients, we always focused on Instagram, and the price that we charged was for one platform, not for 2 or 3. I would recommend that you stick to one platform, because if you have 5 clients, one pays for Pinterest management, Instagram management, another pays for TikTok, it gets messy and you will not be able to perfect your strategies because each platform is different. For my agency, because we just stuck with Instagram, it meant that we could get very good at that. We didn't have to be TikTok experts, we didn't have to be Pinterest experts, we just had to be good at that one thing. Cool, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 is to create your content strategy for the month. In my agency, we never once took any photos or any videos for clients. Here's how things would work. Clients would send us access to content they had. For example, if they're a supplement company, they'd send us photos of their product and some videos. Now, 9 times out of 10, the client had barely any content. So then we would have to create most of the content ourselves. So we would rely on a lot of quotes, graphics, carousels, and animated videos for Instagram. So if somebody is telling you that you have to go physically to your client, take photos and videos, it's cap. What you're going to include in this content strategy are 2 key things: a content calendar and a content idea sheet. For example, if we take a look at my laptop, and I'll show you a screenshot here, this is a content calendar template we give to my students, and you'll see we have content pillars. So we have 4 content pillars that we want to use for each client. So pillar number 1 could be educational content, pillar 2 could be valuable content, pillar 3 could be testimonials, pillar 4 could be showcasing the product. And then we always want to remind ourselves of the 5 E's of content marketing, as you can see here. Does it get the community talking and sharing the content? Does it help them learn something new? Does it make them laugh or entertain them? Does it lift them up and brighten their day? Does it drive them to take action? Before you create any content or put any ideas of content to your client, make sure one of those is ticked. Now, if we look at the content calendar itself, you'll see we have a posting schedule where we lay out the days from Sunday to Saturday, what we're going to post. So Sunday, let's say lifestyle piece of content, Monday a graphic, Tuesday a text or a tweet, Wednesday a reel, Thursday a graphic, and so on and so forth. And then we can use this content calendar to put the ideas on this sheet, we can show them what type of content it's going to be, what's the title of the piece of content, and even a screenshot of an example of a piece of content that it might look like. And then we can track if it's made, if it's in progress, or if it's ready to go. Cool. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is actually creating the content. So if we're focusing on Instagram, we need to create content for the feed and for the stories. The easiest way to do this is to have given your ideas in the content calendar to your client. They approve all the ideas for the month. You then send those ideas to your graphic or design team, or you do it yourself. While they're working on the designs and the videos, you can go ahead and start writing the captions and the hashtags for the content. Step number 4 is to actually post the content. Follow the content calendar each day. That's why we've already done that, because it saves you a lot of time and effort each day. Step 5 is to monitor and engage. So check the comments and DMs, respond to anything you need to respond to. And finally, growth hacks. If you are creating good quality content that's educational and shareable, your client account should grow. And if it's not, the content is probably not good enough. But some clients will want more growth. You're getting them 300 followers a month and they're expecting 1,000. I'm going to give you some growth hacks that I have personally used in my agency. Not all of these I recommend. Some of these I would not do, but I'll give them to you. You can make up that decision yourself. So growth hack number 1 is the $80 strategy, coined by Gary Vee. You basically give your 2 cents on a bunch of pieces of content every day in the hope that people then follow you back because they saw your cool comment. Then we have follow for follow, where you basically hijack somebody else's followers. In my case, I would find another business coach, go to his followers, follow them, and hope they follow me back. Again, pretty spammy, wouldn't recommend. Then you've got buying shoutouts. Very, very useful, but only applies to certain industries. For example, in the fitness industry, works really, really well. There are tons of fitness Instagram pages with millions of followers, but again, you're not going to have those type of pages in every industry. And number 4 is running paid ads. I have seen social media managers run very low budget paid ads, such as $5 a day, to boost engagement, boost likes, and to bring in followers. Would I recommend it? No, definitely not, but it's an option. Now you might be thinking, Adam, how do you follow that entire checklist in 30 minutes a day? That seems a little bit unrealistic. Here's why it's realistic. That 30 minutes per day is averaged out from the hours that I put in each day over the entire month. So because ideally I want to plan out all my content and give it to my client for them to approve at the start of the month, that block of work that I've done creating the content calendar might take me 2 hours, but that's it. I don't have to touch it again for the month. Same when it comes to creating the actual content, the graphics, the videos, the Instagram stories. If my client has approved all my ideas, I can get all of that content done. If I'm creating it myself, maybe I can just go into flow mode for a day and create all of the content. And if I'm working with designers or editors, I can send it off to them so that they get it all done. The 30 minutes per day is primarily consisted of you actually taking the content, posting it with the caption, with the hashtag, and then monitoring the account. And you can probably see right here the importance of a team. I have many students that we have helped get to 5 and 10K a month as freelancers, where they're doing all the work themselves, right? Creating the content, posting the content, speaking to clients. But the students of mine that push past that 10K per month mark with ease, without burnout, are the students that build a team. A great example is one of my students, Alvi. He's doing 10K per month consistently right now. And I actually plugged a client manager from my agency who needed more work into his business. Then he has designers and video editors. So Alvi really doesn't do much. In fact, I was on a coaching call with him yesterday where he was explaining to me his doubts and frustration of he doesn't really have any work to do, which is fantastic, but obviously he likes to work, he likes to be productive. If you would like to know how we build out scalable social media management agencies and scalable content creation agencies, which are typically agencies that people tell you can't scale, I would highly recommend you to book a call with me. You'll see my calendar in the description of this video. This is my speciality and I can help you out. Hope you got value from the video. We'll speak soon.